Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 12th biology students, and this is meant for 25th July 2020. Our memory always helps us in what we have studied in the past and how much we have understood. If you recollect from your memory, we were talking about various antibiotics that were used in our day-to-day life for controlling and curing various diseases, and what were the sources or what are the sources from which these antibiotics will be produced. We were also talking about the microbes in sewage treatment. We were discussing about the structure of STP, sewage treatment plant, and how the sewage, which is causing enormous pollution in our earth, in our towns, villages, cities, can be curtailed. In this session, we are going to talk about another important product of the microbes called biogas, and this will save a lot of money as well as foreign exchange for our country, as we are depending largely on LPG, liquid petroleum gas, which is very costly. So in place of the LPG, we can as well produce biogas, and this is very cheap, and one can produce this biogas in our own homes, at the background or at the back of our homes. So what is a biogas? Basically, biogas is a methane rich fuel, methane, CH4, remember, organic compound. Methane rich fuel gas produced by anaerobic bacteria. So this is important. We need to have anaerobic bacteria, and since these anaerobic bacteria are producing methane gas, they are also called as methanogens or methanobacterium, as you are seeing in the photo, green colored ones. Methanogens are the bacteria that produce methane, and this methane will be produced by methanogens by digesting the biomass that is heaped. And an ideal biogas consists of 50 to 70% of CH4 methane, 30 to 40% CO2 carbon dioxide, 1 to 5% hydrogen, and small amounts of traces of oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen sulfide. The most important microbes involved in the production of biogas are methanogenic bacteria, they are called arc bacteria, and bacillus, etc. The energy released from biogas depends upon the proportion of methane present in it. Just now I said the methane should be 50 to 70%. So that 50 to 70% will decide how much the energy will be released from the biogas. So it is the methane which is an important factor in the release of energy from the biogas. So the biogas is commercially produced inside the biogas plants. How is this biogas plant? We can see the source before we talk of the biogas plant. The methanogens are present in the rumen of cattle, rumen, second stomach. A lot of cellulozoic material. Where is cellulose present? Food of the animals, and food of the animals is invariably grasses. So grasses contain a lot of cellulose. So a lot of cellulosic material present in the food of the cattle is present in the rumen, the second stomach. So in rumen, the methanogens help in breaking down the cellulose and play an important role in the nutrition of the cattle. Thus, the excreta, that is waste material, we call it dung of cattle is commonly called as gobar, which is rich in this bacteria. So dung can be used for generation of biogas, commonly called as gobar gas. So you can see the rumen, from the rumen, in the rumen, lot many methanogens will be there. And how about the biogas plant? So basically the raw material is the gobar, the dung of the cattle. So So the technology of biogas production was developed in India mainly due to the efforts of Indian Agricultural Research Institute IARI and Khadi and Village Industries Commission KVIC. So the biogas plant consists of concrete tank in which bio-wastes are collected and slurry of the dung is fed. You can see here on the left side, you can see the biogas cycle. So animal husbandry, biofuel production, crop harvesting, industrial processing, human consumption, all these will make lot of dung to be formed, organic waste. These organic wastes are put into a tank, anaerobic digestion tank, and from this tank the biogas will be produced, and the biogas will be used for natural gas pipeline, for cooking purposes, for light purpose, electrical and thermal energy, and the byproducts of this H2O and CO2 can be used as raw material for photosynthesis, and plants will uptake this. And whatever left out, the sludge portion can be, or the slurry can be used again for agricultural purposes as biofertilizer. So every part of this is very useful. And you can see on the right side diagram also the mixing tank. There is a concrete tank, and then there is a inlet pipe. The inlet pipe is touching the digester tank, and the digester tank has inlet tank, and then partition wall. There is a wall being constructed, and there is a floating gas chamber or gas holder. As the gas production goes up, the gas holder, the lid will be fluctuating. So we understand that once the lid comes up, it means the chamber is full of biogas. And there is an outlet, and there is a control also. There is a fixation of valve, gas control valve, and this gas which is under control can be processed for making, say, cooking gas, or production of electrical lights, used for boiling of water, and for many purposes we can use. And then there is an outlet pipe and overflow tank, and this makes the tank to overflow with the gas chamber. And whatever left out can be used for agricultural purposes. It acts as a biofertilizer. So cattle dung is the main raw material here, and the biogas is nowadays commercially produced inside the biogas plant. This is the biogas plants, and each biogas plant consists of a deep concrete tank, 10 to 15 feet. This tank will be, digester tank will be 10 to 15 feet. Concrete tank covered by a floating lid, as I said, the steel one, gas holder. It is fed with a mixture of dung, commonly called gobar, and water in 1:1 ratio. So if you are putting 1 kg of gobar, you have to put 1 kg of water, like that. So basically what happens inside this digester tank? So 3 steps take place. 1, solubilization, step number 1. Step number 2, acidogenesis. Step number 3, methanogenesis, methane production. So in the gobar that we are using it as a raw material, there will be cellulose, hemicellulose, polysaccharides, fats, proteins. All this will be dumped and get solubilized, resulting in formation of monomers. And the most active part that will be taken is decomposing microbes. And the monomers further will be fermented, and the fermenting microbes will act on those monomers and convert them into organic acids. And this is called acidogenesis. Formation of organic acids is acidogenesis. And then third, the organic acids will be converted into biogas, and that will be done by a particular special bacteria called methanogens, methane producing bacteria. And the methane consists of CH4 plus CO2 plus H2 plus N2 plus H2S. So this is how the gas will be produced biogas. And you can see a floating cover is placed over the slurry, and the slurry can be used as we are using it for the biogas production. The floating cover is placed over the slurry, which keeps on rising as the gas is produced in the tank due to microbial activity. The biogas plant has an outlet, as you are seeing, which is connected to a pipe to supply biogas to nearby houses. The spent slurry that will be at the bottom, removed through another outlet. There is an outlet pipe, and this will be used as biofertilizer in agricultural field. The biogas thus produced is used for lighting and cooking, boiling of water, etc. So what is that you have to do? First one, draw the diagram, label it, and understand the significance of each label that you are doing. And second, see if you can construct a small version of it in your own home and help your parents to reduce the cost of purchasing LPG. Maybe if your daddy is in good position, you can plan it a bigger one in your own village so that all the villages can construct together and the biogas can be interconnected house to house through a pipeline, and you can reduce a lot of expenditure that is spent on LPG, and you are directly saving money for not only you, for Government of India, for the country also. So keep on thinking it and make a diagram, label it, and see if you can all together join together and make a biogas plant in your own